6:15 now, when untold stories of Spanish immigrants are on display at the Tampa Bay History Center.
And the Invisible Immigrants, Spaniards in the U.S. exhibit is now open through August.
In this week's For the Culture, Deanne's here taking us inside the museum. It's the first of its kind.
Yeah, I sure am. Good morning, everybody. Two curators. They're from New York and Spain. They've spent the last decade creating this exhibit, and it's debuting right here in Tampa, where Spanish history is all around us. So we are stepping into Invisible Immigrants, Spaniards in the U.S. This is the first time the country is even seeing this exhibit, right?
Absolutely. So this exhibit originated in Spain and traveled to 3 different cities there before it made the trip across the Atlantic, and we are so thrilled to have it here at the Tampa Bay History Center.
Untold stories of Spanish immigrants dating back to 1868.
I think the first taste is you're just really kind of overwhelmed with the number of photographs and artifacts that you see here that were accumulated by the curators. They've really described the exhibit as walking into a scrapbook.
Rodney Kite Powell with the Tampa Bay History Center showed me every inch of the museum and the Tampa touches all throughout.
Some of your viewers would certainly recognize the name Bob Martinez, former mayor, former governor. Well, that's his mother right there.
Wow.
And he hadn't even seen that photograph before until he came here.
So you mentioned this is Ybor.
Yeah, this is likely Ybor City. This is a store. This sandwich shop was actually on Central Avenue, Tampa's historic black business district. And while most of those businesses were black owned, some of them were owned by non-African Americans, and this happened to be one that was Chico's.
During the late 1800s, thousands of Spaniards left their home countries for Tampa, helping build a cigar industry and to earn money for their families.
This is my dad.
That includes Anthony Carreño's family. So this is actually a picture including your family.
Yes, these are my paternal grandparents.
Carreño's family moved from Spain and Sicily between 1904 and 1909, and they have been here ever since.
My Spanish grandparents lived next door. They never learned English, so I was exposed to Spanish on a daily basis.
Since the 80s, Carreño has preserved not only his family's history, but the stories of so many Spaniards who came to the United States.
It means that we were part of a greater story, and I'm glad they're honored, but I think we also need to remember that every story is important, and I think that's the beauty of the project.
It's an effort to pay respect to those who came before us while educating those who will shape our future.
Modern Tampa is what it is, really, because of the presence of the cigar industry and the immigrants that came with it, specifically the Spaniards, the Cubans, the Sicilians. Tampa's DNA is this. This is Tampa's DNA.
Pretty neat there. Well, Anthony Carreño worked with both of the curators over the last decade to help gather a lot of the stories and artifacts inside the museum. The exhibit is available at the Tampa Bay History Center until August 1st. A good place to go, Amanda, because it's getting real hot out there. Oh.